Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sisters. Me and Fatima are outside trying to get our vitamin D and not eat no bugs. However, I did feel compelled to share. I actually had something really good, but I can't even remember what it was. So, blessed be the person who has intuition on her intuition. However, I can't remember. Oh, Fatima, you gotta get up. Come on, let's start again. She loves being outside. But I really did have something amazing to share, and I can't even remember what it was. But what are you doing, Mustafa? This guy peeking in and out the house. I can't even remember what it was, but anywho, peace and blessings to you all. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Oh, maybe I can share that. Let's talk a little bit about character. So, we in Islam, and I don't want to sound preachy or anything like that, because I'm definitely practicing, y'all. Look at my face. Y'all see my face? I'm practicing. That means I still make mistakes. I'm still getting better. I'm not perfect. However, I am striving to get as close to excellence as I can. Alhamdulillah for understanding. Bless you. Allahu Akbar. But we are practicing, Muslims in my family, and we have these books. It's a series of 3 books: the Ideal Muslim, the Ideal Muslim Society, and the Ideal Muslima. Not in that order, but they're a very good series. And inside of, I believe it's either the Ideal Muslim Society or the Ideal Muslim, because we've had these books now. Almost 4 years, maybe. Maybe 3 or 4 years. Probably closer to 4 though. Mustafa is about to be 4. Yeah, probably closer to 4. My apologies, y'all. Recall be happening in the head, and you be trying to keep track of everything. Especially women, man. Listen, my sisters, we got a million jobs happening in here. Everything happens in here. I know I said it before, but it really do happen in here. Everything happens in here first. Fatima, hey, la, no. Mustafa, open the door. He's locking her out the house. But I believe it's in one of those books, Ideal Muslim or Ideal Muslim Society. However, it references why we use the salam. So we do also follow what is called the hadiths. For people that are not familiar with Islam and the practice of being Muslim, we have the Quran, and then we have what would be the behavior of Sunnah, but it would be reading and following the walk as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam would do and or exhibit characteristics, And so for all those who do understand, Muslim, we're trying to adhere to a very, very high standard at all times. Allahu Akbar. And so, the deen is it's got all of these, I'm trying to think of the way I said it. I think I explained it to Makara, and it was so funny. It's all of these ways to level yourself up in the same religion. The deen has those. And so that's where the Assalamu alaikum comes in. The Assalamu alaikum we have the salam, which is very basic, and not basic it doesn't mean anything. Of course it means peace. And then so the amplified version of it is amongst Muslims, Assalamu alaikum. And so you add more to it as you grow in your understanding of the faith. And so we have the salam, we have the Assalamu alaikum, the Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And so it's amazing, one, to have mastered, or at least in my own mind, because I've struggled with my Arabic for very long. I still struggle with it. I have a thing in my ear where when I hear myself, it just does something to me mentally. It throws me off. However, it inside of being Muslim and learning Arabic and then growing comfortable with the fluidity of the words, but the understanding of what you're doing, you're learning another language. But the truth of it is that you're actually, in essence, adding substance to your character. You're adding a good quality and attribute to your character. And it's so funny to use it in the exchange of like greeting people, because you think that the greeting itself is like me greeting another person, like it means more to them than it means to me. And in all essence, it's really saying more about you than it is about the other person. And so inside of the book, I wish I knew exactly which one it was, like before I started, but I can't remember. I'll have to look it up, and I'll share one day later. I'll share several books later, actually, one day. But it was speaking about the extent of why it is encouraged to greet the highest greeting to anyone that you pass. You know what I mean? Because it is not said that the greeting is going to be returned to you. That's not what's said. Oh, and a funny thing about that, right? So in my first year and a half of being Muslim, I was so excited to be Muslim, right? I'm having all these different feelings. I'm like, oh, I'm learning this new language. I get to wear all these nice clothes and garbs and things and stuff. I'm learning new stuff, right? So I was super enchanted with the ideal, right? And then I would go out into like different places, and then I would see other sisters in the faith. And I kid you not, it's like the snub of the year when you like, Assalamu alaikum, and they're just like she ain't talking to me. And I'm like, okay, so this is different. This is different. Like, I wasn't expecting the snub of the year even in religion. However, it is happening. It is out there. Is a little more shade on this side of the world. And I don't know how that came to be. It's just an experience that I've had. However, as I've grown again to learn the practice of Islam, the practice of being a Muslima, it is not necessarily what I get in return as opposed to what I put out. I put way more good out than I ever get back. Alhamdulillah for understanding. Life has that in such a slew of ways. Like, it's been a very tumultuous ride getting to 41. I'm 41. I don't know about you. I don't know who else out there, but I'm 41. And it has not been the most convenient ride to get here to this place and this sanity of my own understanding and peace that I have. Like, I have such a level of peace about me that's mine. It's like, and I understand it. I know where it's rooted in. Alhamdulillah, Allahu Akbar. I know, tabaraka Allah, that it is mine, and it is what I'm given every day that I choose to do my best. And so I say that because that greeting, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, comes from that place. It comes from this reservoir of having a faith that is replenishing itself, you know. And the wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh is the same. It's just the closing, it's the departing, you know. And the why is just an and, but you're saying the same thing, and abundance coming and going. But I'm going to encourage you to go look it up for yourself to know what I'm saying. But the point is that when I say it to the person who I'm saying to, I'm amplifying a substance that Allah has given me to someone else so that I can get it back. Not from you, from myself. The goal in life is to actually show up for yourself, to be your best self. It's not for you to show up so that everybody can stand out in the groves and applaud you. It's not so that you can stand up on the stage and have everybody cheering and hollering and greatly worshiping you as a person, as an individual. It really is more or less, it really is more or less about you showing up for yourself and knowing that you're showing up for yourself. You know, alhamdulillah for understanding that you only get one shot. You know what I mean? And I hear that. I hear the Eminem song playing in my head, Lose Yourself, right? Because you really only get one shot at being your greatest self. Because every opportunity is a different opportunity. It is another opportunity. And it's the funniest thing to think that you could do better than you did the last time you did great. But you can. Every day is a proven testimony. I mean, you've been through a lot. You've made it here. It didn't kill you. And now you've arrived in a new state, a new day, another opportunity to do better than you did the day before. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. Like, thank God itself. Alhamdulillah. You know, it's not about you versus God giving you another opportunity. You know, the source giving you another opportunity. Y'all giving you another opportunity. It matters not what you call it. However, you should show up and represent it in the highest fashion. And let that be one of those pins that you put to yourself. And if you don't have it in your faith, if you don't have it not in your faith, if you don't have it in your religion to show up that way, make it a part of your faith to show up that way. Allahu Akbar. Alhamdulillah. I think that was the word. You know what I mean? If you don't have it in your religion to be your greatest version, make it a part of your faith. You understand me? Hey, I like that. That felt good. That felt real good. But anywho, I didn't want to make this video. Ooh, I'm right on too. 10 minutes and some seconds. But with that being said, I'm going to close out. Check your character. You know, make sure that your character is aligning with your excellence, sisters. Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. God is great. Tabarakallah. God is the blessing. For real, for real. And with that being said, I am Alanisa Saad Salahadeen. Like, comment, subscribe. Please share. So if it was good for you, it might be good for somebody else. So please do share. And thank you for tuning into her and her deen. Walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Sisters. Later. Mind your business, Mustafa.